Experience Never Seen the World, the Fallen Electric's debut album, featuring the title track, Never Seen the World. Go to thefallenelectric.com for all news, show dates, and contact information.
Think twice, know that I have never seen the world. I've never seen the world.
From Filthy Martini Studios in Ontario, California, it's the Foos Show!
Hey, what's up, everyone? I am Josie.
And I'm Josh.
And thank you all very much for listening to the Foos Show. Thank you for downloading the Audible Adventure podcast app, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Foos Bar Show. That's fbarshow.com. And FW Bar Show is your handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line and we'll fill it up like a couple of foos. Ain't that right, Foo?
Sifu.
Yeah. On tap today, we just have a lot of shit we want to talk about.
Just want to fool it the fuck up.
We just want to foo this the fuck up, Josh. But first, I wanted to talk about a few things that have been going on since I think we last met for the podcast.
Jesus Christ, so much, man.
So much has been going on in regards to the good well-being of some celebrities that everybody was pretty cool with.
I mean, and you know what? This whole world this past week has been pretty food up.
It's been pretty fucked up.
Yep.
So first, one of the ones that was the most notable these last few days was the death of Mr. Luke Perry, star of Beverly Hills 90210.
Yes, that was quite tragic.
That's right.
Yeah, it
Jesus.
just happened, right before the weekend.
Right before the weekend. Dead at 52. Really young dude, man.
Yeah, I mean, all of my family members were 90210 fans. My moms, my sisters, and my dad, surprisingly, were all 90210 fans. So when they found out, I was in my room because I was home from work.
Yeah.
So I scream over to my sister. I'm like, "Hey, Sarah." She's like, "Yeah." So you're gonna be pretty upset with what I'm about to tell you right now. So be prepared. And she's like, "What? Why?" I was like, "Luke Perry died." She's like, "He died?"
Oh,
I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "No." And I could hear her crying like through the walls. I'm like, "Oh no!"
Oh, you ruined her day, man.
Well, and so much so, in fact, that she was wearing like a black top before. She literally comes into my room wearing a white Luke Perry T-shirt from 90210 and carrying the Dylan doll.
Oh god,
90210 in her hand, like hugging it, caressing it down. And I'm just like, wow, she is not taking this well at all. No, not making poking fun at the circumstance, just at her reaction.
She's just nuts.
Yes.
Yeah. Another celebrity that passed away was Mr. Keith Flint of the Prodigy, the frontman.
I saw that.
He's dead at 49.
Yeah.
That was unfortunately suicide.
Oh, man.
Which was pretty fucked up because Prodigy were a very entertaining band, man. And we're actually going to feature the Prodigy in the music highlights today. So
all right.
We get to listen to one of their more popular albums, just, for old fuck's sake.
Right on.
But yeah, R.I.P., man, R.I.P. And if you're feeling depressed, suicidal, man, don't, dude, I know it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
But, yeah, dude, that's heavy. It's fucking heavy.
Yeah, man, seek help. Ask, talk to a friend, talk to people. People are willing to listen. There's no reason, you should kind of go to those measures. Remember to call 1-800-784-2433 just in case you ever get those kind of feelings.
There you go, man. There you go.
That's right. But that's not the only news. You heard about Alex Trebek, right?
Alex Trebek announces he has stage 4 pancreatic cancer.
Yeah, and he still has to fulfill his contract with I think it's CBS.
He said that in his statement.
Yeah, he's like, I still got to work 3 more. I still got 3 more years on my contract. I'll die if I could die before then. So be it.
But in his statement, which was classy as fuck. Like he gave it like a champ, like it's not phasing him. He's like, I'm prepared to fight this. I'm going to fight this.
Oh man,
and I kind of have to because I got 3 more years.
Yeah,
with Jeopardy.
It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. The only thing that he's kind of dickish about is how he corrects people.
But it's
it's
great.
Funny.
It's great.
Yeah.
And he's like, whenever he's even in shows, like, because he always used to make fun. He always makes fun of like him being Canadian. Mm-hmm. So I think if you watch that show, How I Met Your Mother, there's like a funny scene where that Robin character, they go into like, they find a music video of like, where are they now? Because she used to be like a 90s Canadian pop star. and like they show her going through a dark phase, and they interview like Alex Trebek like about her. He's like, "Oh, I knew Robin from years ago."
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then they all reminisce on how they heard like the bad news she turned bad. How all of them were in a Tim Hortons.
Yep.
And they're all telling each other their favorite donut or the donut that they were eating at the time.
Yeah.
He's all, I think it was like a maple glaze with cinnamon on top. And then I think Jason Priestley was on that too, and he's just like, that was the day I invented the Priestley.
Oh man.
Yeah, you got to watch that. Everyone, I recommend that episode. But oh man,
Also, Mr. Brody Stevens.
Oh no!
Yeah, last week. This was a little bit before the weekend, but he was only 48, and it was another case of suicide. His meds, like he switched meds.
Yeah. Oh,
so
no.
Apparently, he was posting some questions up on social media a couple of days before, or maybe even hours before he actually took his own life.
Wow. Really?
I don't know exactly what he said, but
There
I
were
think
warning signs, though.
There were warning signs, but obviously nothing was done, and he ended up doing what he did.
Oh man, that's unfortunate. That's another again. Everyone refer back to the previous hotline and just get help, man, and be careful with those meds. Like those of you that you are taking it, they may be recommended, but if you're not feeling right, just kind of ease back and then try and figure out a new way. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then other not as tragic news, but still tragic in local SoCal circles. Bean from Kevin and Bean is
Bean Baxter announces he's leaving the Kevin and Bean show after 30 years,
man.
After 30, and then one of the things that Kevin posted of the Kevin and Bean show, lucky for us, we're stuck with Bean for another 9 months.
Oh, Kev dog.
But yeah, he announced yesterday, as we record this, yesterday being Wednesday, that he's leaving the show after 30 years on the air. He's hosted the show with Kevin Ryder since it launched back in January 2nd of 1990.
Oh, yeah. I mean, my God, those guys were a staple of KROQ for these last 30 years.
It's funny because I'm an avid listener of the Adam Carolla show, and Adam knows all about the history of Kevin and Bean because he was there during the early days,
during the ground up days, right?
Well, a few years after they had started, but like almost immediately after Jimmy Kimmel was their sports guy, because Jimmy's who brought Adam in.
Yeah, I remember that.
So he tells a bunch of cool stories about like the behind the scenes stuff, what they're like. Adam Carolla was thinking about making a documentary about KROQ.
Ooh, I would love to see that.
But he's just like, I have so much material. This thing's probably going to be a series, like a documentary series.
Do it, Adam Ace. Do it, man.
I think he's already like interviewing people for it,
yes.
and he kind of has to since Bean's like on his way out.
You know what? Going on a slight tangent, Adam Carolla's documentaries are fucking amazing. Like the two that you've showed me so far, about
24-Hour War,
24-Hour War, and then the I think what was it called, the Le Grand?
It was the Le Mans Grand Prix. I don't think that's what it was called, but yes. It's about racing.
Yeah.
And in that documentary, they were also talking about Uppity. Remember?
Yep.
Willie T. Ribs, who was the first black race car
driver, right? Yeah.
So he just launched Uppity, the documentary. So I recommend everybody check that out.
Oh,
because that just came out.
Yeah, and hopefully he does make a documentary about KROQ, because their story's amazing. With Ralph being there as well, being a huge part. In the late '90s, I would say he came in.
Ralph, yeah, he was with the station for I think almost 18 years. So I think from like 2000.
Yeah, that's right. And just everything that they did. Bean was amazing when he lived on his little island in Seattle, and he had his donkey and all that.
Yeah.
That was great.
But yeah, they've been a part of my life ever since I was like in middle school. I've been listening to these guys on the radio. Funny as fuck, I don't think they've lost their step despite the speed bumps along the way. These guys are fucking professionals.
They were consistent as fuck.
And right now, at least they were challenged as soon as they lost Ralph. They were challenged immediately on how they were going to keep up the pace with what they had before, because Ralph was a
heavy part of their show before.
He was super heavy. If it wasn't for Ralph, like the content probably not be as quality.
No, I think they would have struggled for a little while. For those 18 years.
Who knows? They probably would have gotten canceled.
Remember when Ralph was gone? Like the episodes that Ralph were gone, like they would have to bring in the talent. Sometimes the talent they would bring in just didn't hit.
Yeah.
But
Brad Williams would do it.
Brad Williams was one of the better guys to do the show.
Mr. Movie Phone was
Mr.
invited
Movie
a lot
Phone.
of the time.
But when they had guys like Doto actually was pretty fucking hilarious.
He's just a weirdo.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna be sad to see Bean go, but I'm just curious to see how the Kevin and Bean show is gonna evolve, what it's gonna even be called.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still listen. I love Kevin. I love Allie. I like Jensen.
And one of the things that I was gonna try to get to with the whole Adam Carolla tangent is that he talks about how like they were in deep competition with Mark and Brian.
Yeah.
Mark and Brian, every morning they would trash them. They had the radio wars.
Oh yeah, they still talk about it.
Yeah.
Like, to this day.
And when Mark and Brian recently left the airwaves, Mark came back as Mark Thompson, Mark in the Morning, on the competitor's early morning show.
98.7?
No, on the Sound.
103.
100.3, which doesn't exist anymore.
No.
But so I mean, Kevin might just call it like Kevin in the Morning. I don't fucking know. Better not be stupid.
Like Kevin and
Kev
Allie.
Dog.
Kev Dog. Dang, mornings with Kev Dog. There you go. KROQ, I just helped you out there.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
And another thing that I wanted to talk about is there is a reported cure of HIV.
No.
Yeah, the second patient
Oh,
in
wow.
history.
Wow.
So this might turn
Interesting.
into something pretty cool. So there's a silver lining to this entire sad conversation.
There's the light at the end of the tunnel. The light at the end of the tunnel. Well, not only that, wasn't it just proven now that vaccinations aren't like harmful to you, or like didn't they say something that the anti-vaxxers were?
They did enough research where they can just slap them in the face with it and said, "Hey, so now you made us waste all this research and time and money. Here it is. If you still don't believe us,
You're a fucking idiot.
fucking die. Just die then. Just go ahead and get the measles and die."
They're gonna end up being like quarantined or sectioned off. Watch, they're gonna be the ones that get the zombie.
Well, don't you
outbreak.
remember when the whole thing in Oregon was going down? Like moms in that specific region of Oregon decided not to vaccinate their kids.
Oh yeah, didn't they
And they-
either ban them or kind of separate them?
No, dude, like the measles broke out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The measles broke out, and then they were taking to the internet about asking for advice on how to deal with it.
Oh,
People were like, "How about vaccinating your kids?" It's crazy. It's fucking dumb, dude.
it's like we want the cure for the measles, but we don't want to ingest it in them at a younger age, so that way they can,
Right.
bastards.
Anyway, HIV is almost about there.
Yeah.
So we got another person who is taking on the treatment, and it worked.
HIV, you can get it.
You can get out. Well, man, you want to just move on to the nerd news?
All right, nerd news, everybody. You ready? Let's do this thing. Well, since we're going on with the sad notion of endings, and transitions,
I know.
Huge announcement came out via Stephen Amell himself.
Mm-hmm.
The CW has announced that the series Arrow will be ending at season 8, and it will only be a 10-episode run this upcoming fall.
Which normally it's more than that.
Usually
right?
Usually seasons run between 22 to 23 episodes. But the reason why I think this is going to happen is because in the first 10 episodes, usually the 10th episode is the crossover episode with Flash, Supergirl, and normally Legends of Tomorrow, though they weren't in the last one.
Okay.
But there's an upcoming storyline that I've kind of talked about previously. It's called The Crisis on Infinite Earths. So they're suggesting that maybe perhaps the Green Arrow dies in the Crisis.
Oh, what?
Yeah, because right now in the current season of Arrow, instead of doing like flashbacks, you remember how the first 6 years they would just go to the past?
Yes.
Flashback. Now instead they were flashing to the future, where it's showing Oliver's son William. He's older, trying to find Felicity, who's gone rogue. Star City's like in ruin.
Wow.
And no one's seen the Green Arrow in years. Like John Diggle's son is like grown up now. It's crazy, and the only one that's still there is actually Colton Haynes, who came back, who was Roy Harper. He's actually back in the series this season, and he'll be in it again next season.
Okay.
So it's it's pretty much leaning towards that because in the comic Crisis on Infinite Earths, you see numerous deaths in that series. Two names in particular that died were the Flash and Supergirl.
Yeah.
So maybe perhaps this is just a theory. No, no spoiler alerts here. Maybe perhaps he will be the one that bites the dust, the Arrow instead of the Flash. Yeah, because
are they thinking of ending Supergirl then? With that being said,
perhaps because they may try to market her for movies. Which again, actually, that kind of leads me to a new point. What if this ending also leads to a potential Green Arrow movie?
That would be great,
right?
With him as the Green Arrow,
if he does,
I'd be okay with it.
I would be totally okay with it, and I'm sure he would. He'd probably be down.
Yeah, if
it's a great script.
You know what if what you're saying is true about them fast forwarding to the future and all that good stuff, is if and in the future he had that nice long golden beard that he's portrayed as in the animated series.
I recommend you watch the first season of Legends of Tomorrow, where they go to a future where Oliver only has one arm, and he has the long.
Oh, you know what?
Beard.
I think I saw that one.
Yeah, where they met Connor Hawke, Diggle's son, who becomes the Green Arrow.
Right.
Yeah, I recommend everyone go watch that because that was like the best they could have done to get his beard back because they were super close a few other seasons, but Stephen Amell said, "I will not grow that silly goatee."
But if anybody has ever been on the fence about watching Arrow, anybody who likes anything about anything should watch season 1.
Yes.
Season 1 transcends anything that's going on in this fucking series.
It
appeals to everybody.
Oh, definitely. They revolutionized TV superhero shows. Like, they are what led to The Flash, even Gotham.
It has the quality of what a movie should be without the big budget.
Yes.
But they're making it work really tastefully.
Very well, very well. Even The Flash, they're able to get their CGI and their graphics, in line. I mean, you could still tell it's like, wow.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's, very good for, especially for those shows. But, yeah, definitely watch Arrow Season 1 and Season 2. Season 2 is pretty goddamn dope because you get introduced to Barry.
Right. Yeah. That's when the Flash comes in, and then that if you dare kind of like it enough where now you're watching the Flash, then go for it because that's cool too. That's a good storyline.
Great storyline, especially for you don't really need to be a fan or know any of these comics. You could just start watching and you're hooked. Right. You're hooked like the Foo over here. He started watching and he was hooked.
I'm not the Foo though.
No. Foos.
Right.
Yes. the Foo's been missing.
The Foo has been in the Galactic Federation for a couple weeks now. I hope he comes back.
I do too. Miss you, Foo. Hope you're listening.
He's not.
I know. But going more into other DC properties, there was actually recently news that Will Smith left the Deadshot role.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and we all wanted that role just to be left alone. Just leave it alone, let it die, or let it go back to the CW. Well, DC had other ideas, or in fact, James Gunn had other ideas.
Yeah.
He signed. They're in talks to sign none other than Idris Elba to be the next Deadshot. And I don't have a problem with it.
That sounds good to me, dude.
Yeah.
I have no thoughts about it at all. He's a good actor. He's a good replacement for Will Smith because they've already established Will Smith as the current Deadshot. I think he could do gangbusters work.
I mean, look, the last movie left a bad taste in all of our mouths. So, I mean,
if that's the bar, then I'm fine with it.
They were fine with it. Yeah, exactly. But you know what? Another name is actually going to be joining the cast, Mr. Dave Bautista.
Really? What's he going to be?
None other Drax the Destroyer will be playing the Peacemaker. He is a soldier who goes to extreme measures to, what else, make peace. So the character is somewhat of a deep...
Too much on the nose.
Yeah, right? He's a deep DC Comics cut. He's coming from the Charlton Publishing line, which included Captain Atom, who's made of atomic energy, Blue Beetle, who's like a Batman-esque but more on the tech side.
Okay.
And The Question, which is a man that, wore a mask to cover his face but was like a detective. And Black Canary, who was, obviously everyone knows from Arrow, like a very much a vixen in those scantily outfits, and she could use sonic waves
Right.
as her power. But don't they oddly sound very familiar, like another type of, DC property? Actually, your favorite comic, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah? What's that?
The Watchmen.
Yeah.
Because The Watchmen, Alan Moore, these characters were used as archetypes for Alan Moore and David Gibbons' Watchmen, with Peacemaker being the basis for the comedian. The others, like, obviously you can tell Captain Atom.
Yeah.
That's what Mr. Manhattan's based off of. The Blue Beetle, Owlman, their Night Owl. The Question, Rorschach. And Black Canary, I forget where. Silk Spectre, there it is.
Yeah, that all makes sense because
Yeah.
at least if not their powers to a certain extent, which a lot of it is, at least their personalities match.
So imagine the comedian, who was played by none other than Jeffrey Dean Morgan,
Right.
being played by Dave Bautista instead.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like a comedian type character, a guy that acts just like the comedian, but as Dave Bautista in this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have my attention.
There. So I cannot wait to see what they do with him. I think he'll be great. I love him as Drax in Avengers.
Yeah.
As we all remember, he did die at the end of Infinity War. So what's gonna happen? Is he gonna cross platforms? I don't know.
Who knows, man?
Who knows? He's going to the other side.
Who knows?
The dark side. Well, speaking of the dark side, Foo, I don't know if you knew this. You know how directors like to make movies that no one really asked for, and we still got it?
Yeah.
Like Howard the Duck.
Sure.
We didn't need it. Got it done without.
Right.
Well, get ready for another movie we didn't really need and no one really wanted. Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Yeah. Yeah.
Did we need that?
No.
We don't need that.
No, not at all. I mean, look what you did with SpongeBob. Why'd you do that?
They had to fuck with it.
Why'd you do that? Don't do that. It's bad. Bad movies. Yes. And this movie will, probably be bad. I'll wait to judge at the trailer. If they have Tails and Knuckles, you may have me convinced.
Well, I don't think they're that stupid, right?
To not have
them.
Suicide Squad, man. Suicide Squad. Anything is possible.
All right.
Anything.
Yeah, shut me up.
Movie's gonna be coming out November 8th of later this year, 2019. So just kind of keep your noses out for it, or not. Actually,
Keep my wits about me.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine if you guys decide just to skip it. Everyone, guess what? Captain Marvel's out this weekend.
That's right.
All yo asses need to go out and watch this movie. I will be going on Friday, so unfortunately, I will not be able to give my feedback on today's episode.
Right.
But next episode for sure, guys. But everyone go out and see it. I heard it's breaking records already. I will try and find the numbers here, but I've heard nothing but great things. Samuel L. Jackson actually was saying how he would tell during interviews, he would tell everyone a different ending just to fuck with people.
Really?
Yeah, he loved like telling people fake spoilers just to get them to shut the fuck up, or just to get them to be like, what the fuck, why'd you say that? Yeah, he is like the consummate troll, but god damn it, I love this guy. Love it. Actually, Captain Marvel broke some records already. They set a new domestic box office record by opening in 4,310 theaters this weekend, the most ever for any film in the month of March. The previous record was none other than Batman versus Superman.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. So,
right.
but hey, you know what? It's better. It's gonna be better than that movie, okay? So go watch it, support it, because it has to beat Batman vs Superman. That was just a bad movie.
Yeah, it was not a great movie.
I still have nightmares about that movie, man.
All right, man, take it easy.
It's like I was back in Nam. Anyway, I'm sorry. Where were we at? Flashbacks. Stay on target. Well, also, everyone, keep a lookout for the Shazam movie that's going to be coming out in April. Honestly, I'm kind of coming around to it.
I knew everybody would.
Yeah.
I knew everybody would.
Zachary Levi, I like his acting. He's pretty damn funny.
Yeah.
So I recommend everyone at least, go give it a shot. Just give it a shot. Don't be like the Foo and not give it a shot. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. lastly, Foo, I want to leave you off with this. So everyone knows this is Gotham's last season. And they've had some great storylines and great things happen so far. They finally introduced Harley Quinn. They finally introduced the character of
a little
Fleabane.
early on, right? For all of those.
Well, because right now Jerome has pretty much become the Joker.
Yeah.
So it stands to reason that they're going to go that way, because actually he's going to become Batman in, I believe, the last 2 episodes, and he will don a bat suit of some type. It won't be David Mazouz, but it'll be another actor, obviously, portraying him.
Yeah.
Even though the kid really wants to play Batman, which he should, man. They should just do it. I don't care how stupid it'll look. Just let the kid play Batman.
Let him do
It's every boy's dream to play Batman. And this guy got to do it.
Yeah.
Bastard. So,
and I wish we would have seen him grow up to develop that charm.
Yeah.
That Bruce Wayne charm. He was always a little bitch up until the time where he had to actually,
start training.
Yeah.
And these last couple seasons, he's really grown into that. Okay, wow. Yeah, he's pretty badass. This is a badass Bruce.
Right.
Because in this last season, he works directly with the GCPD to kind of maintain order in this no man's land. So he helps single-handedly take down Penguin. He helps stop Jerome from destroying the entire, pretty much Gotham towards the end. And there's a fucked up scene in the last couple episodes where Jerome pretty much was having Bruce relive his parents' murder. Like he broke into a Wayne Manor, kidnapped Alfred, and had Bruce go there and had these 2 actors and had, spoiler alert, everyone, spoiler alert from this. Oh, fuck that. You guys can go watch it on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu, guys.
All right.
He basically has these 2 people, and he does plastic surgery to where they look exactly like Bruce's parents.
Jesus.
And he has him relive that exact day over and over again.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, so he has him going through the motions, and Bruce is trying to follow him, and Jerome's pretty much threatening that he'll blow up the city if Bruce doesn't go along with this. And it has to go to a T where he kills the parents, because if Bruce doesn't let him kill these 2 people in front of him and have him relive it, then he'll destroy the city. And the fucked up reason why is because Jerome wants to be a part of Bruce's backstory. He wants to be the one that killed his parents. So if he felt that if he redid that, he would forever be linked with Bruce.
Yeah.
So it's fucked up. They figure out a way to where it ends up being Leslie and Jim Gordon. Like there's a part where he switches out the people that were looking like his parents. He captured Leslie and Jim, and he had them in the same exact spot as.
Dang.
Yeah, so that was his way of getting back at Bruce and like really fucking with his psyche. And he luckily Catwoman saves it, where she's actually become Catwoman now at this point.
Okay.
And they go to the Ace Chemical plant, where Bruce corners Jerome at the Ace Chemical plant, and guess what happens, Foo?
He falls in?
He falls in.
Oh, it would have been weird if he didn't.
So he fell in, and afterwards, he's still alive. They're just like, I don't understand how he's still alive, but his body's like all fucked up, and he's in bandages right now. So they haven't revealed exactly what his final form looks like. That's what everyone's calling it. Jerome's final form. Like a freaking transformation.
Right.
Or like leveling up in Pokemon. Right. He hasn't got to level 50 yet, guys.
Final form.
He's like Dragon Knight. He's got to get to 50. Just get him to 50. All you Pokemon lovers out there know what I'm talking about. I don't give a fuck. I play Pokemon.
It's like Magikarp and Gyarados. So there's no bigger chasm from one fucking
Wasn't that
Pokemon.
the most bullshit Pokemon ever? Like, what use did you have of Magikarp?
He was Splash.
Splash,
right?
or Tackle, and it did nothing. Your whole point was just leave him at the daycare center. Right. He's that kid you forget at the daycare.
Exactly.
So he's like, he's old enough now? All right, come on, boy.
By the way, since we're on crazy tangents, I wanted to ask you what's more fucked up, that Jerome put him through that, or that Cartman fed his Scott Tedderman's parents to Scott Tedderman?
I think Cartman's, because he actually succeeded.
Okay.
Yeah, because Jerome didn't succeed, obviously. So I think Cartman's because that's more of a fucking psychological. You ate your parents, dude. You fucking ate your parents. Like, okay, I understand seeing your parents get murdered twice in a row. That's pretty goddamn fucked up. But eating your
less time than anybody else who's a fan. I've seen his parents die like 25 times.
God, it's not necessary. I've seen
every Batman reboot has to have the gratuitous killing of Thomas and Martha Wayne.
Even in the comics, like they even get to a point where they show it every 10th issue, where they got to relive. He has to relive something about the past and it just always alludes to they were dead, they were murdered in the alley, or he goes to the crime alley. It's like, man, just stop. I understand it motivates him, but just stop it. Well, man, here's to hoping that future nerd endeavors will be much better. I'll talk to y'all guys next time, and that's it for me and Nerd News Food.
Sweet, man. Thanks. Nerd! Cool. We'll be right back with the joint report and the music segment. Stick around.
Hey everybody, I'm Josh.
And the Foo here tagging along.
Be sure to catch us on Foo Sports.
Listen in now on Tuesdays.
Catch us on any major podcast app or our own website, FooBarShow.com. You can also find us on our Facebook group, Foo Sports.
Join in on the conversation, sports talk, latest rumors, and sports news.
Boobity doobity.
Are you on weed? Give me some. I'll smoke you two under the table.
It's from the bomb.
All right. Well, today I wanted to talk about this particular topic regarding science and tech in cannabis. Want to get a degree in cannabis? Here's where to start.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Changing my major.
So this is off of Leafly.com. I think they're just becoming my trusty source for everything.
I think they already
cannabis.
have been.
Yeah. They're always giving me some cool stuff to come up on. So as a green gold rush, as it's becoming more legal in California and its non-drug cousin hemp, as it starts to spread even across North America, a growing number of colleges are adding cannabis to the curriculum to prepare for prepare their graduates for careers in cultivating, researching, and analyzing, and even marketing the herb.
Oh, happy day.
Yeah, it's crazy. Day. So research shows that there are high times ahead for all high times ahead for all kinds of careers in cannabis, ranging from greenhouse and dispensary operators to edible product developers, marketing specialists, obviously, quality assurance lab directors, and pharmaceutical researchers.
Holy shit.
Pretty much anything that would go into like a pharmaceutical company.
Yeah.
Essentially.
God damn it. Okay, I'm going to switch my major now. This is really happening.
Oh, shut the fuck up. You're never going to graduate at this pace.
Nope. I'm going to be a career college student.
You've been a super senior for how long now?
Shut up, man.
It's been a solid 10 years, right?
That's besides the point. Wow, yeah.
You need to turn your life into a movie, bro.
Oh, dude, it should have been already. the time flies, man. Time flies. Anyways, but carry on.
So, and even in states where recreational marijuana remains illegal, including New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, some colleges have launched cannabis studies programs in anticipation of legalization. So they're preparing the students for jobs in other states.
That's awesome.
So, like, if they wanted to, they can just move out real quick and then just start a life.
So they're literally creating a way that this industry is becoming more and more legit. Because to have an actual professional dispensary owner, you know, someone that like can revolutionize the market, that's exciting. Because then you get guys like Jay and Silent Bob's Secret Stash. You're starting to get branding now. Yeah, you know, because now you know more companies are going to see it's legit. It's gonna grow, guys. We're gonna get legal weed everywhere.
It's going to be everywhere, and a lot more people are going to be legit about it, too, because you're just going to have these establishments that are there to analyze, take pretty much good care of the crops the way they're supposed to.
And there'll always be a legal market. Let's not get, you know, it'll just die down a little, but it's gonna stay there. If it's going to be illegal at somewhere, it'll be illegal somewhere, and guys are still going to try and fucking profit off that. But These are great steps, and if only I was younger, I would go back and redo it all, and join the cannabis industry.
Yeah, exactly. And the thing that's really cool about this is that it's not just universities, but it's also niche types of colleges, like agricultural schools, like the ones that really specialize in a specific kind of thing.
You're gonna see Cal Poly Pomona have a horticultural class on marijuana and
weed.
On weed.
Yeah.
The proper damage.
Hey man, I gotta go. I gotta go to my joint rolling class.
Oh, bro, have they showed you how to do the cross yet? Nah, bro, we're still barely on the triple branch, bro.
It's like fucking joint origami at some
Dude,
point,
it's
right?
nothing but Spicolis everywhere, man. Yeah. Spicoli University. It's gonna happen, Spicoli University, guys.
Winning awards and everything. Out of control.
The motto of the university is, but if it's your time and it's my time, then isn't it our time?
Stupid.
Great.
Son of a bitch.
You're welcome.
Well, I think that this is just going to make this industry a lot more legitimate. It's going to make it more plentiful. It's got to be nothing. It's nothing but good things, man. Especially when people are really trying to get some decently paying jobs these days. I know unemployment is low. Yes, people can have jobs, but can they live off of those wages that they're earning? Probably not. And this is providing another avenue for that.
Exactly. Yeah, and this is going to be a super profitable industry if it keeps growing this way. Mm-hmm. So for people that are struggling, it's going to create more jobs, more avenues for them to go down. That's awesome. I can't wait to see what this does, because hey, shit, I may try to join the cannabis industry at some point. Get at me, Foos.
Cool, man. Well, that's going to do it for your Joint Report, everybody.
Smoke weed every day.
Yeah. Well, let's finish this off with another music highlights segment, shall we? Well, today I wanted to highlight 3 songs. One in particular that I've been listening to these guys for a very long time. I've never had the good fortune of actually seeing them live, but this is a band called Millencolin, and they're a Swedish punk rock band.
What?
And they've been all over the place. They've toured with the best of them.
The Swedes? The Swedes? Let's listen to the Swedes.
The what now?
The Swedes, man. The Swedes.
Oh, the Swedes.
The Swedes.
That's stupid. Well, these guys have been featured in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. They've been all over the place with this particular song, too. And I want to make sure that a lot of people don't forget about their song called No Cigar that came out of their 2000 album called Penny Bridge Pioneers. So take a listen.
I remember this song.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Hawk.
Yeah, you do?
Yeah, definitely do. Oh, dude, this is a great song. I didn't know the name of this band.
Yeah,
Millencolin. This is taking me back.
Yeah, they have a bunch of really good songs. I recommend everybody go check out their catalog. It's you won't be disappointed.
All right.
They're pretty consistent with their quality. They're pretty cool.
I'll check them out.
I recommend it. It's like straight up Swedish skate punk.
You've sold me, man. You've sold me. I didn't know I wanted this, but now I want it even more.
Nice. Well, this next one I wanted to feature a Bad Religion song. Bad Religion is back, Josh. Bad Religion is back.
I'm so happy
with their much anticipated album that's going to be called Age of Unreason. It's going to come out like in May, I heard. This track is called Chaos from Within. Let's take a listen to it.
God.
It has the same good energy of Bad Religion.
Oh man, it's so great.
It's like they haven't lost a step
at all. Those drums, man. Those fucking drums.
They're a solid heartbeat for Bad Religion, man. They never stop. They're so precise and
everything that they do. Every song, like you can go back and listen to the original shit. It's amazing. Like the Stranger Than Fiction album.
Yeah.
Oh man, that album's so great.
My favorite album is The Process of Belief.
Yes.
That one has just nothing but like fucking
gold
home runs.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Nothing but, dude.
All the way through, man. Every fucking
album.
song.
Every
fucking song.
Everything. LA is Burning's good too. Oh man, they just cannot do any wrong in my eyes, especially. Like I love them.
They need more credit than they are deserved.
Very much underrated. Like these guys are so badass that my dad even likes them. He's just like, yeah, I love them. They're guys like me, dressing in khakis, playing guitar. What's not to love?
Right.
Nope.
Well, in light of what happened to the lead singer of the Prodigy, I wanted to feature a song by the Prodigy, one of their more popular songs that I don't hear enough on the radio anymore. Is a song called Breathe that came out of their 1996 album called The Fat of the Land. So let's take a listen. Is like a cool jam that you can play a race car kind of.
I could see Blade just walking through the club and then just start slashing them vampires. This is a badass song to have in the background.
Well, this is sort of the same kind of genre as when Neo is walking through that club at the beginning of the first Matrix.
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
They were playing Rob Zombie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they were. Yes, they were.
Similar style. Dope.
It totally matches that. Like how Fatboy Slim was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is very much like the music you want in the background when you're just building up for your revenge, or you're like you just finished training for your revenge bout and you put on that black coat and you just walk out like, I'm gonna fuck this dude up. Boom, cue the music.
One person to note that was very much a fan of the Prodigy was Mr. Dave Grohl. He expressed how the Prodigy was one of the favorite bands that he has ever kind of witnessed, got to know, and as far as like become familiar with their music. And he gave a cool little write up on online to post about the singer, passing away due to suicide.
What did he say?
So nothing but nice things. I didn't memorize it, and I don't have it in front of me, so I really couldn't tell
way
you.
Way to pull and get not
Look
pay
it
off.
But it's pretty cool, man. It's just one of those things where it just. Like, when you know somebody like that for that long, as a colleague, kind of respect their art even.
Yeah.
It sucks that, they gotta, that even happens,
Yeah, it was really unfortunate what happened, but damn, he had great music.
Yeah,
Just great stuff.
he left a great catalog of cool jams that you can just kick back to. It's pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know, kudos
But-
to him.
Great music, man.
Absolutely.
Great job.
Absolutely. Fucking so
You go for 3 for 3 once in a while, man. Great job.
shut up. Shut up. I've been getting better at this.
Batting
Fuck
300.
Don't make me throw in Everclear.
Oh, don't get me started. Watch. Next episode's gonna be nothing but Everclear songs.
Threaten me with a good time. All right, cool.
Sell me on it, man. Sell me on it.
No, shut up. Shut up.
Oh.
Well, Josh, this is episode 86 in the books. Is there anything you want to tell everybody?
Again, lastly, everyone remember to seek help. Do not be afraid to reach out to people. Do not be afraid of rejection. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes it helps you grow. You always have us here. You can always find us at foodbarshow.com. Reach out to us. Just let us know if you think we're shitty, which I'm sure half of you will.
Yeah.
And if you think we're cool. If not, cool. We'll still fool it up.
If and I would want to also encourage everybody to go to our iTunes. If you listen to us through iTunes or through your Apple Podcast app, give us 5 stars and then just throw in something nice, you know.
Throw in a nice bouquet, you know, some chocolates. Let us know you care.
Yeah, you know, nothing too exaggerated. But if you hate us, just email us. We're fine with that.
Yeah. I prefer if you hate us, email us. Don't reach out any other way. Actually, if you hate us, then why are you listening?
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
that
But
does-
no, I actually keep listening because your hate fuels me.
Yeah, let's do that. Do what
that.
Josh said.
Yeah, do it. Fuel my hate.
Well, thank you all very much for listening into the Food Bar Show. Thank you for downloading the pod on most major podcast apps, subscribing, and telling a friend like a champ. You can always reach us at Food Bar Show. That's FWBarshow.com. And FW Bar Show is your handle on Facebook, Tumblr, Twitter, and Instagram. Check us out. Drop us a line and we'll food up like a couple of foos. I've been Josie.
And I've been Josh.
And we are here to sign off saying, don't be a dick.